Hello YouTube, it's that time again, the end of the year 2020, and want to do a quick, well, I'm going to try to make it quick, home theater tour for the end of the year. So basically, same room, but we made a few changes, switched around some things, and kind of just did a resort of everything. So at the top of the stairs, same blue, but what we did is this wall was at one time only holding the smaller 12-inch posters, but we moved to the larger posters in the hallway here. So at the top, sun at the top, it says the same light, but one of the first things that we did was we ripped up all of the carpet off of the stairs, stained polyurethane, and just kept what was under there natural, and it's pretty good. I just hate the carpet and all of the stains from going up and downstairs for coffee and what have you. Close the door. All right, so top of the stairs have the Star Wars The Force Awakens with Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not going to go through all of the posters, but all of the posters have been changed. Wonder Woman, the larger posters up top. One of the main things I did after changing, pulling the carpet off the floor, rearranging the posters, bringing the larger posters up. Why so serious? And this wall, this little part of the wall was black. I was white, and we painted it black just to give a better backdrop to the theater room sign. Move some of the posters around. So here's the thing. This is the sensor for my hue lights. So there's a sensor. So as soon as you come into the stairwell, the sensor notice motion, and then it turns on the lights down in the room. I did that because often I would sit in the room and someone would walk up in the room behind me. I'm watching a scary movie or something, and they'd walk up on me. My daughter would do this a lot. It scared me half to death. So with the sensor, anybody who comes down the stairs, the lights come on, I know that somebody's coming. Eddie Murphy, Coming to America, getting ready for Coming to America 2, made this kind of the centerpiece at the bottom of the stairs, kind of set the tone. All of my African masks surrounding that poster, and here, and a view up the stairs. So again, all of the carpet is up, so nothing but hardwood. Makes it a little louder in people walking up and down the stairs, but I prefer it over the carpet. This is the carpet. It's the same old carpet. So again, this is a work in progress. The carpet must go at some point, but it's not there yet. I turned the corner. I've moved the little popcorn machine, microwave, the candy over in the corner here. The Harry Potter, Godfather. My office is here, not going in there. The bathroom's here, not going in there. And I've moved some of the other posters here. On the side, just the 12 by 18s over here. And then this is the vestibule. So basically the vestibule going into the main theater area. So here's another thing that was added. This rod and curtains. So the idea behind the curtains was that you do a couple things: light control and sound control. Try to keep, I wanted a little bit heavier curtains. These are not as heavy as I thought they would be, but nonetheless, they do at least dampen and muffle some sound and some light from the hallway, this vestibule area, we'll call it. So another big change going through the curtains is, so that blocks off the light there, but my seating area here, I've moved it back, moved it way back. It used to be somewhere in the middle here on this line. And again, someone could walk in and walk up behind me and touch me on the head or something, and I would not see them coming. So with the sensor and then moving the couch, the sectional back, it gives me a longer range of view. It also allows me to see whoever's coming in through the curtain there. So a couple other changes. So move the sectional back. The Sony's still here. I've got other videos where we've actually added the a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply, for the projector so that the power goes out. We continue to have power to the projector. Don't have to worry about exploding the bulb. So other changes. I took down my screen. So I had a 110-inch screen from I bought on Amazon, and I basically took that down, and there's a window here. You can't see it. I closed up the window, put a drywall over that, and just made this one solid wall. And I used some HDR projector paint. Got it on Amazon, and actually painted the wall. Now, that's a tricky thing to do because the wall is not perfect. There are imperfections all over it. Down at the bottom here where my cables would come out. Here, I had to patch that up and make it a solid space, close up the window. I have a route here for the HDMI cable that goes across to the projector. So basically I had to cover this up, try to sand it down as much as possible, and make a, let's go back a little, make a one solid wall. So the point was I wanted to get a bigger image. I looked at buying bigger screens, but they get more and more expensive the bigger you go. And I just did this because I just zoomed out with the projector and found that I can get a much bigger, clear image than the 110 that I had already assigned the space for the throw distance for. But I found that I could actually fill this entire wall. I could actually make this image bigger than it is now. But I made it just big enough, one, so that it would fill most between the soffit there and the bass traps on this side, but mostly because of this outlet. I have an outlet here, and I'm actually covering up the top part of that outlet. Let me turn this way. But covered that up, but that's as low as I could go. So with that being as low as I could go, this was the limit. I just wanted to make it as big as possible. So it's about 160 inches right now from 110. So it's a pretty good jump. Bought this border tape on Amazon as well, and it just finishes it off, border all the way around. So this is a 3-inch on this side and 2-inch on top, and it just borders the image. Film spot. All right, so a couple other changes. You'll see that the Scalas are no longer up front. One, they're too big. They take up space, so that limits the size of the screen as well. So another big thing is having the screen so big and projected so far back, I do get in the image. So another reason for pulling the couch, the sectional, all the way back. So it gives me a nice long throw, but it works. The sub's in the same place. Got two, one here, one there, and the two up front. So moving the Scalas off of the front stage, I brought my Sonys up. I actually had a smaller, someone's coming. I hear footsteps. Okay, so moving the Scalas, so out of here, I moved up the Sonys. But before that, I actually took in my old Onkyos that were much smaller and actually had those mounted on the wall here and there. But I wanted bigger sound, and I thought, well, I've got these nice Sonys with the big 15-inch woofer and full range. Why don't I try to put that up here? So did that, and it actually works out really well. And because it's black with the lights off, watching the movie, they disappear. You don't even see them. Matter of fact, you can't even see them now. I have to come in quite close so that you can see that they're even there. Sound great. Fit the space. Wonderful. So because I could do that, I decided to split the room into two and have a movie area and a 2-channel area in the back. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So put the Sonys in place. I'll just leave that there for now. SVS 2000s here. Another thing that I did just recently, trying to do some sound dampening in the room, and again on Amazon purchased these 12 by 12 inch tiles, and they're supposed to be 2 inches, but they're still all right. So they come in a package compressed. The directions say put them in the room 24 to 72 hours, and they'll decompress, and they should pop up to about 2 inches. And it's a kind of a mixed bag. Some are kind of popped out here, you'll see, and then some aren't. It says spray a little water on it, and it should work. The good thing is, put them up, and they actually do a pretty good job of dampening the sound, absorbing the highs from the reflection points. And there was 12 by 12 tiles, 12 come in a package, and it was only $32. As a matter of fact, I bought another one just today, and it went down to $29. So a good option, rather than I can build a 4-inch with some rock salt or buy it on Amazon for $54. But I thought that was a lot. And this was a pretty good price. All right, so equipment. I primarily use the Xbox One X for pretty much everything. It's watching YouTube now, and 4K video, and apps and what have you. PS4 is still here. I'm not going into the new Series X Xbox or the PS5 just yet. I'll wait a year or two when the price comes down. I'm in no rush. Power conditioner, and the Denon X4500H is my source unit. It works great. Does Dolby Atmos, does IMAX Enhanced. Couple of images here. These are also used for dampening, but it's probably not the best thing, because I'm not sure if this is actually porous or not. And what I actually did is just put, you've probably seen this in older videos of mine, put carpet panels behind that and try to use it as absorption. Same thing with this print here. Put tiles behind that and try to use it. And again, it's probably still kind of reflective, because I'm not convinced that canvas material is acoustically able to penetrate acoustics, but that's what I did anyway. All right, so let's see. The media rack was moved from the hallway to the wall here, just to have it in the room primarily. Remotes here, using the Harmony Elite remote here to control pretty much everything in the room, and then of course the projector, cable box, and the Denon remote there. Okay, so that's pretty much the home theater section of the room. Get a view of it from back here. That's the room. Okay, so the 2-channel area, I brought the Lascalas here. Let me see if I can make this a little lighter. Okay, here we go. Better. All right, so I brought the Lascalas from the front there, left and right, and brought them here a lot closer. Brought in my chair from my office, and I can pull that out, sit it right here. I want to put a rug or something here and have a much more intimate area for listening to music. And I actually put the Lascalas, I have my acoustic absorption panel, but I put that on top of a Will Dolly Harbor Freight. Put that on there, and that raises it off the floor. You still have your absorption from the Auralex panel, and other collars on that. So it raises it up, gives me some height, gives my sound direction directly at ear level when I'm sitting in that low chair there. Oh, I forgot. So this is now my surround. I took the SVS elevation from the ceiling up here. I still have the, so I'm down to just a set of two for Atmos speakers, and just made it top middle. Brought these to the back and made this the surround left and right here and over here. And just used the Sonys here in the back for the rear. So I guess I wasn't completely done with the home theater section. But, okay. So I brought in this Technics. So I had this in the other room in my gym area, and it's been there for a long time. I have another Sony receiver that I use in the garage, and I brought that in. But when I compared the two receivers, and they're both older, the Technics is actually newer, has more power. I think it's 100 watts per channel, whereas the Sony was 80 watts per channel. And I had this CD changer that is actually Sonic's Technics, so it actually makes this more of a match set, and it actually sounds quite good. Put a Bluetooth receiver on here so I can pair with my phone. The CDs, I got a whole rack of CDs here, brought in from the hall. All my albums are here. My Audio Technica here. So one thing I did do here differently is I actually got this chopping block here. Got it on Amazon. Again, love Amazon. And that elevates it and makes it a little bit more level. And just kind of neatens up the area. Bought this headphone stand for my Hi-Fi Man headphones there. So I set that there. It's pretty nice. And so with the Technics and the CD changer and the Bluetooth, so I have access to all kinds of forms of source music for this area. The CDs, the access has a tuner on here as well, the turntable, records, and the CDs as well. So on the back, a diffuser, again, got this off of Amazon. It's probably not the best, of course, simple, but I think it does have some effect back here, diffusing the sound from the room. So the albums, of course, that were in the hallway now are here, along with some of the Prince, the Wiz 12 by 18 posters. Actually got this poster from A Touch of Modern. Nice site, sells all kinds of different things from all around the world. I just liked it. I liked the moon. And had a nice little back blue light. My daughter actually bought me this for, I think, my birthday. So nice vinyl accented clock. And a few more albums on the wall back here to finish. So collapsed my table that we had down here and just made it's one of those expandable, collapsible. So just made it smaller to make the room a little bit more concise and tight. Move the games over in the corner. So it's still a multi-function room, multi-purpose. We still do our workout videos in here in the morning and watch movies, of course, listen to music. You know, it's a full arrangement. You know, stop to listen to the headphones, what have you. You know, it does a bunch of things, and I like it. So, if you've noticed, you probably can't even see, but the wiring is still an issue. Can I even see that in here? I can't see it in the camera. Maybe you can. But I had to get a new 8K HDMI cable to connect to the projector because I moved the equipment from the front there to the side. I was actually going to get a rack and put it here, but I decided why do that? I have this, moved it to the side. It made the run that's in the ceiling all the way down, And over one, it wasn't long enough, so I had to get an extension, a coupler, an extension, and that by the time I extended that cable, it just had too much attenuation and would lose signal strength and blink out. So I bought a new 8K 48 gigabit cable. I think it was 35 feet, about 30 meters. Well, at any rate, about 35 feet. Just ran that down here and across. It's not too intrusive, but it is a work in progress. At some point, I'm going to have an electrician come in here and actually rerun all the cables, move the power back closer to the projector, and get all of these little things fixed. Put in some can lights maybe so I can get rid of that light fixture. I don't like that it hangs down. Even this one up here. Just get rid of the hanging lights and put in cans. It's kind of what I have in mind. But again, that's it. Let's go here. The biggest thing is making this screen, the image, much bigger. It's what's kind of started everything. I wanted to get a bigger image. I wanted to get a screen maybe 120, 125 inches. But then when I realized I could make it even bigger, I decided, hey, how big can I get it? And this is pretty good. I'm happy with this. So again, at some point, replace this carpet. I thought about getting some speakers I could hang on the wall, but this actually works so well, I don't need to spend any money. Starting this channel, it was all about, this obsession with home theater and audio, being able to enhance what you have, make it better over and over again. But starting the channel was just about me being able to see what I've done. And if you go back and look at my videos, you can see this iteration from iteration, change to change, how things evolved. And I know it's not done yet, but just so I could see what I've done. That was the whole point of the videos. But now I've had so many people watch the videos and become a part of this community with me, and I just want to thank all of you for watching the videos and making comments and adding input, making me think and rethink what I want and where I'm going with this. But I'm just really appreciative of all of the input, both good and bad, that helps me see my room from an objective place. And it's still evolving, still growing. Like I said, I bought new panels, more panels, so I'm going to try to extend this a little bit lower on this side here and extend these on this side a little here. And great. So again, I missed the Klipsch RF7 III Mark III center. Now it is cherry, but I just put a black tile over it, and again, boom, disappears. You don't even see it there. It takes up space. I have it on the stands that were in the back for the Sonys. I put them up here for that, so that's holding those there. Easy to see it now. And so it's kind of still of a mixed room. At some point, I like to go all one speaker brand and make it a lot more concise. The sonic signature to be more singular, at some point in the future, someday, by and by. But I think that's it. So thanks for watching. Still have the old school Sonos up top shelf there. Use that for the speakers in the backyard. And that's kind of it. So my seating position here or there, and it works. It's a nice big screen. I'm not, the idea was at some point I want to put bean bags in the floor for, like, the kids are always there playing video games or watching movies. Throw some bean bags on the floor, fill up the space, and that's pretty nice, comfortable. But I think that's it. The view from the floor. Which I like the idea of just lounging in the room, looking up at a pretty giant screen and having the sound, pretty clear. I'll do another video someday with a demo with the new setup. But that's it. Home Theater Tour 2020. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.